You can survive without food for weeks, but lose your stomach acid and your body starts falling apart in hours. That sounds impossible, but it's not. And right now, there's a hidden process inside you that decides whether your next meal fuels you or slowly poisons you. Because here's the strange part. Your stomach isn't just digesting food. It's fighting a silent war every single second. And the strongest weapon it has? A corrosive acid powerful enough to be used in steel processing and explosives. Yet somehow it's inside you. So what happens when that weapon disappears? Picture this. You take a bite of a warm, soft bagel. Nothing unusual. But the moment you chew, a chain reaction begins. Signals fire. Glands activate. Your stomach prepares for impact. It's expecting a battle. But what if that battle never starts? And this is where it gets weird. Your body still goes through the motions. You chew. You swallow. The food slides down your esophagus like always. Everything feels normal. But inside, something critical is missing. No acid. No breakdown. No defense. So the real question isn't what happens when you eat. It's what happens when your body can't handle what you just swallowed. Because what comes next doesn't just disrupt digestion. It rewrites how your entire body functions. And that's when things changed. Normally, your stomach doesn't hesitate. The second food enters, it floods the chamber with gastric juices. 3 specialized glands release a highly acidic mixture designed to tear food apart at the molecular level. But here's the strange part. This acid is dangerous enough to burn skin, damage lungs, and corrode metal. Yet inside your body, it's carefully controlled. Why? Because without it, nothing works. As you chew your food into a soft mass called a bolus, it travels down into your stomach. And this is where the real transformation begins. The acid doesn't just dissolve food. It unlocks it. First, it breaks down proteins into smaller chains. Then, it activates a powerful enzyme called pepsin. That enzyme goes even deeper, slicing proteins into usable pieces your body can absorb. But that's not even the craziest part. Every bite you take carries invisible hitchhikers. Bacteria, microbes, potential threats. And your stomach acid destroys most of them instantly. No acid, no protection. And there's one more hidden function. A signal. Your stomach acid tells your body when it's time to move food forward into the small intestine. No signal, no timing. So digestion isn't just about breaking food down. It's a synchronized system. A chemical orchestra. Remove one instrument, and the entire performance collapses. So what happens when that collapse begins? Because the moment your stomach goes silent, everything starts to go wrong. You swallow that same bite of food. It reaches your stomach. And then, nothing. No acid surge. No breakdown. No defense. At first, it doesn't feel dramatic. There's no pain. No instant reaction. Just stillness. But here's where it gets weird. That stillness is actually the beginning of chaos. Without acid, your stomach becomes a waiting room. Food sits there longer than it should. And while it waits, bacteria multiply. Rapidly. What was once a controlled environment turns into a breeding ground. And that's just the start. Proteins remain intact. Nutrients stay locked away. Your body can't absorb what it desperately needs. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, all trapped inside undigested food. So even if you're eating enough, you're starving. And this is where it gets worse. Your stomach loses its ability to control timing. Food may suddenly rush into your intestines too quickly. Undigested. Unprepared. This is called dumping syndrome. And it changes everything. Because now your body is overwhelmed. Nutrients flood in too fast, but they're unusable. Your system reacts with confusion, cramps, fatigue, dizziness. And sometimes, the food passes through almost unchanged. Think about that. You eat, but your body gains almost nothing. So the real question becomes, how long can your body survive like this? Because the effects don't stay in your stomach. They spread. And that's when things get serious. At first, it feels manageable. Maybe just some bloating. A little discomfort. Nothing alarming. But that's the illusion. Because beneath the surface, your body is slowly running out of resources. No proper digestion means no proper absorption. And without absorption, every system begins to weaken. But here's the strange part. The symptoms don't point clearly to your stomach. You feel constant fatigue. Brain fog creeps in. Your muscles weaken. Your immune system starts failing. Infections become more frequent. And you don't immediately connect it to stomach acid. That's what makes it dangerous. Then come the digestive symptoms: gas, severe heartburn, persistent infections in your gut. Your system becomes unpredictable, and this is where it gets even worse. Your body tries to compensate. You start eating more often, every 2 or 3 hours. Smaller meals, more chewing, anything to make digestion easier. Some people go further. They blend their food, drink their meals, avoid anything hard to digest. Imagine that. Eating becomes a strategy, not an experience. And even then, it's not enough. You rely on supplements, vitamins, enzymes, but they can cause nausea, discomfort, sometimes making things worse. So you're stuck in a loop. Eat, struggle, repeat. And yet, despite all this effort, you never feel normal again. But here's the twist no one expects. This condition isn't rare. It's already happening to millions of people, and most don't even know it. This condition has a name: hypochlorhydria, low stomach acid. And here's what makes it unsettling. It doesn't happen suddenly. It builds quietly over time. Age plays a role. Stress plays a role. Processed foods slowly weaken your system. And one of the biggest triggers? Overusing antacids. Yes, the very thing people take to fix digestion can slowly break it. And this is where it gets weird. The symptoms often feel like too much acid, burning, discomfort. So people take more antacids, which reduces acid even further. It's a hidden loop, and most people never realize they're making it worse. But there's a way to fight back. Simple changes: ginger, fermented foods, apple cider vinegar. These can help stimulate acid production and support digestion. Small shifts, big impact. But here's the truth most people ignore. Your body isn't fragile. It's precise. Every system depends on another. And when one piece fails, the effects ripple everywhere. So the real question isn't just about stomach acid. It's about awareness. Because right now, your body is working silently, perfectly, balancing chemistry you never think about. Until one day, it stops. And if something this small can disrupt your entire system,